Hey, welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. Today I am going to show you an easy way to make chicken and dumplings. Now first of all, I want you to know that those of you who make it with flour and the dumplings with that, I know that's the best. And I've done it that way. I've also done it with frozen dumplings. But you mamas who want to cook something for your kids after you've worked all day, this is so easy and it is so good. Let me tell you what I did first. I took a package of, I had chicken thighs. I had a big family size pack. And I filled my pot about half full of water. I put those in there and I cooked them for a while till they were done. Now you could also put them in the crock pot if you want to get them done. Then afterwards, after they cooled, I took the skin off and I shredded them. Now you can use chicken breast, you can do whatever, but I'm going to tell you that the chicken thighs to me makes good broth because the skin that's on them, it really does a good job. Alright, after that I have my water that the broth is what it is, and I'm going to add to that 1 can of cream of chicken soup. And I just have always done that. You may not do it that way, and that's okay. None of us cook the same, do we? That's a good thing. All right, to that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of this Nature's seasoning salt. And it's just salt, pepper, some spices. It has some garlic, parsley, celery seed in it. I think it's very good. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of that. My spoon, you can see it has mainly pepper, it looks like, but gives it a good flavor. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken in that I have pulled apart. And you know, I'm going to use my hands because I pulled it apart with my hands. And that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I've added that. And the easy thing that I'm going to do, some of you might have tried it and some of you might not have. But when this has come back to a boil and it's almost there, I have taken just flour tortillas. Let me show you. I had a big bag. Just these flour tortillas. I cut them, I cut one of the round in about 6 strips, and then I half them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop one in at a time in this boiling broth. Wait just a second because it is boiling, but it's not a full boil. But what you want to do as you drop them, you don't want to stir so much after you start dropping them. You may have to take your wooden spoon and just kind of separate them if they're together. But it's boiling now, and I'm just going to drop them in one at a time. Like I said, if you have time to make these, using your flour and homemade, like Grandma used to do, that's perfectly fine, and I know that they are delicious. But I'm trying to help these young mothers that work, and this sure does beat going fast food and getting McDonald's. And there's nothing wrong with getting McDonald's occasionally, But I will tell you that this is so much healthier. Even though y'all are going to say that cream of chicken soup has too much sodium in it. It probably does, but I use it. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rest of these in here. And then I'm going to let them cook for about 12 minutes. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Hey, I'm back. The dumplings have cooked for about 15 minutes, and then I turned them off because I had to take Harold to therapy. But I'm back, and they're ready for us to eat tonight for supper. It's a good cold night, so dumplings are going to be good. Let me show you what these look like. I hate to get too many out to eat at one time, but I'm going to. Okay. These are, let's see. I think you can see. These dumplings are made with flour tortillas. Let me taste them. Y'all, they're so good, so easy to do. So when you are in a hurry and you don't have time to roll out and make your homemade dumplings, use flour tortillas. I think you're going to like them. Y'all, tonight is Wednesday night, and we have Bible study and prayer at our church, and we'll be going before long. But I wanted to tell you something. I was listening to Priscilla Shire on YouTube this morning, and she said something that stuck with me, and I wanted to share it with you. She said, God doesn't have grandchildren. She said, don't think because your mama and your daddy took you to church and they're living right and they're Christians that you're going to get by on their accepting Jesus. God calls us his children. It's up to us to choose him. So I just wanted to share that with you because it really meant something to me. But anyway, you be salt and light. Ooh, my necklace, I took it off this morning and didn't put it back on. But you be salt and light wherever you go. You choose to let others see Jesus in you. I'll be back soon.